Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for yet another episode of Gore Screaming Show. So, you might hear me kinda tired, but I'm not really tired, I'm more like annoyed by everything that happens recently around me and stuff. And I hope I can on this recording, I don't know, this GSS will present me some kind of weird thing that will make me forget about everything that is happening around and make me less annoyed. Unless Kyoji will make me more annoyed, but he will make me annoyed, my annoyance focus on something else. Yeah. Also, yeah, thank you for reminding me in the comments that in Akane Road, Kyoji been always in the illusion, even though there was no eyeballs and everything, so I just assumed that Kyoji escaped because of this shattering effect, but yeah, based on Akane Road, we cannot be sure that Kyoji actually escaped, and apparently it's Kika who have the pendant, that's I asked. And you said that Kyoji doesn't have the pendant, so that was my misunderstanding on the events, basically. So yeah, Kyoji doesn't have the event pendant, and we can just go to the episode and let's see what's going to happen. Let's do it. By the time they leave the police station, the sun's long since set. As she walks alongside Kyoji, Yamiko peers into his face. Yeah. Same story as with Yoshiki, yep. Finally, Amiko's voice starts to make just a bit of sense in Kyoji's mind. Still half in a daze, an answer slips from his mouth. I bet it'll make a good story for a magazine. A dry laugh leaves his lips on its own. Even the reproving edge in her voice doesn't stop him from running his mouth. They showed up. Gore did, Yuka did. He ate Kika right in front of me. Gore ate her from the head down, smacking her lips right in front of me. His lips. As soon as he says this, some emotional dam bursts within him. His eyes may be looking at the nighttime streets, but his mind's eye keep returning to the classroom and the nurse office. Kika being munched on the head first, the way she clung to him, whipping the moment he walked the nurse office, her face. But no one will believe me anyway. I mean, it's impossible, but I saw it. I did. And even though the girl I love was being eaten right in front of me, I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I was scared. I almost wet myself. So, there, you happy? You got your story? I hope it helped, because... Whoa. Damn! Yamiko never slapped him before, actually, I think, right? That's new. I mean, he deserved that, okay? Yeah. She slaps him across the cheek. Kyoji finally shuts up. Yamiko walks off briskly. Kyoji follows her after a moment pause, his piece lethargic. You're not trying to comfort me. Despite the situation, Yamiko-san walks with her usual light, dance-like steps. Right now, this does serve to calm Kyoji somewhat. Okay. The most important thing? At Kyoji question, Yamiko turns her back and look at him. Yeah, I mean... She knew... The fuck? Okay. Yoshiki, she knew Yoshiki, so yeah, stuff like this is nothing new to her. Kyoji feels a hot lump rise in his throat. He swallows it down. He doesn't want to cry now. When they got back home, Yamiko pretty much hurts Kyoji to the shower first thing. As soon as he comes out, she takes him to the living room, where she places a steaming mug in front of him.
さて、これからどうしましょうか。
Probably going to the mansion. Instead of answering her question, Koji shakes his head. I don't want to drink anything right now.
いいから飲みなさい。温かいものを飲んだら、少しは気が落ち着くから。
I have my coffee. Yamiko shades him. Her brow is furrowed. I don't want to.
このヤミコさんがめんどくさいのを頑張って牛乳で作った本格ココアよ。飲まなかったら一生恨んじゃうから。
Wow. If you put it that way, yeah. That's very unusual for you. Her voice is so low and menacing. Koji has no choice but to pick up the mug, reluctantly as it may be. Koji figures he will just pretend to drink, but when he picks up the mug, the warm steam that wafts his face is surprisingly pleasant. He sips on, just a little. It has just the right degree of sweetness. He finds it hard to believe Yamiko made this. This is good.
そうでしょ。何しろこのヤミコさんがちゃんと作り方を読みながら作ったんだから。
Yamiko, you need a recipe for cocoa? What the fuck? What? So you make breakfast and dinner the same way?
はいよ、めんどくさい。
Yeah. That makes Kyoji smile a little, blah. But he soon schools his features. I'm terrible, cold-hearted, aren't I? Kyoji looks up at his mug. The surface of his cocoa is ripping and swaying gently. Kika died out in front of me. She got eaten. I couldn't do anything. Wasn't that like... Koji, that was just the illusion. Like, it never happened. I guess, like, it's not that obvious for him, but for us it is. I saw her gotten eaten, and deep down I thought that's disgusting. His grips the cup so hard, his fingertips have gone all white. On top of it, here I am now, drinking cocoa as if nothing happened, enjoying it. He trembles in self-loathing. His own powerlessness and coldness are now existing. Emiko looks at Koji fixedly, her features pensive.
そのことなんだけどね、きょうちゃん。私、あれこれ考えたんだけど、キータちゃんは本当に
Yeah, pretty much.
なのかしら？
That's what I said. Koji throws a silent glance at Emiko. Didn't you say you believe me?
信じてるわよ。だからこそそう思うんじゃないの？
Yeah. Emiko is the one that's like calmly actually thinking. Well, she knows mostly about Yuka and Gore probably from... Yoshiki. Sorry.
きょうちゃんがお風呂に入っている間にね、制服とかいろいろ調べてたんだけど、どこにも血痕がないのよ。
Yeah, like it never happened, huh?
そんな至近距離で人間一人むさぼり食われてたら、警察の人もね、なんて
Yeah. That's bullshit. I mean, Kika blood and beads of her flesh were everywhere.
そうよね。人間一人解体して食べるなんてなったら、一口でごっくんしてあたりを舐め回してもしなきゃ。だからヤミコさんはこう考えました。
Yeah, pretty much. An illusion. Yeah, duh. You saw illusions many times, Kyoji, but even in this road, like you, I mean... Okay, maybe not Kyoji. Kyoji didn't show really illusions, per se, but Kika been constantly telling him that she sees things, so... You would think that Kyoji would figure out that they can cast illusions.
そうよ。あ、ほら、取材の時にちょっと話した絵巻物あったでしょ？
Yeah.
あの中にね、人食い鬼、人をよく惑わすことって一節があってね。
There's no connection between Gore and that legend, right? I mean, there's a story from ages ago. I mean, why not? Like, they're like internal.
関係あるかどうかは、まあわかんないわね。でも、キーカちゃんが食べられ
There's Pillar of Light.
状況があまりにもおかしいんだもの。きょうちゃんが
Koji thinks it over. He feels a glimmer of hope in his heart. So I think Kika might actually still be alive.
まだわからないけど、可能性はゼロじゃないわね。
Yeah. But Yuka definitely wants to kill Kika. She says it because she wants me to keep chasing after her.
あらあら、熱烈だこと。でもじゃあ、どうしてキーカちゃんはゴアってやつに食べられなかったのかしら？
Yeah, that's my point. Like, they are, first of all, like, they are weird. Because, yeah, like Kyoji said, I will just, like, follow you after, like, going to chase you if you kill Kika. Like, he said that. So, she could just kill Kika and, like, yay, Kyoji's after me. Just like Yoshiki. Great. But yeah, no, she wants to actually, like, properly punish Kika for mingling with Kyoji, I guess, and yeah, Kyoji would like follow Kyoji, Yuka anyway, so yeah, unless there's some other motive that we are not aware of, I guess. Kyoji hands moves to his chest. My dependent, I was just handing Kika the pendant when that happened. Well, he got flung into the strange place. So she has no idea what happened to the pendant. If Kika did end up taking it, yeah. Or that, like, they cannot kill her because she has a pendant. But they can still kinda kill her if you think about this, because they did kill Yoshiki. Like, they can deal with pendant. Like, first of all, in the room, in this road, even. In this road, Yuka, like, probably slapped away the pendant. Yeah, she got hurt and everything, but they disarmed Kika pretty much with this. So they can deal with pendant. And also in the Akane road, like, they basically cut off, like, Yoshiki's hand. And yeah, that worked too. So they can just, like, I don't know, if she's, like, wearing it as a necklace, then they can just, like, probably cut the head or something and just like whoop, just slip it like away, right? Just turn her upside down and just like shake it. I don't know. Like, they have many options. Then what he saw might actually have been illusion. Emiko smiles and nods, perhaps noticing the strength returned to Kyoji's eyes.
落ち着いたら今日のところは皆さん。
He nods again, more firmly this time. Are we going to try and call her? That night, Kyoji has a dream. And we have the fucking gore music. Okay. Okay, if we get freaking banned again... There's Discord and Twitter, by the way, in my description. So, yeah, if, like, we disappear, like, somehow again, then yeah, I will let you know what's like going to happen next on these two things, like either on Twitter or on Discord. Like, maybe I'll just like make like, I don't know, fuck it. Glad to have you back, and if you are new, glad to have you. Thanks for enjoying the story, or at least enjoying me suffering through like Kika Road. Because this is not the best road, let's just face it. It's been like pretty good road in the beginning, and then it's just like go downhill. Like, there's way too many scenes. Like, they like unnecessary, really. At night, Kyoji has a dream. He's surrounded by swirling mists. The space is suffused by the white light, though every now and then there are flashes of red and yellow, green or blue. It reminds him of the stone of Yoshiki's pendant a bit. Okay. Along the midst of it stands Yuka. She looks at Kyoji wearing her trademark succubus smile. Yeah. Pretty much, like I said, like she have like a power to like enchant people basically. It's been a thing like since Akane wrote, like she's looking at me and I feel enchanted. Yeah, pretty much succubus. Yeah, great. Her voice echoes forlornly in the mist before vanishing into Whatever vast expanse surrounds this place. Okay, maybe we don't have the age scene actually this time, that's good. Yeah, this is contradiction, Yuka, you know, like, you are happy that he will hate you, on the other hand, you are not happy that he will hate you because you want to be with Kyoji for some weird reason and you know him. I'm so curious about her road. And yeah, like, you are confusing. Kyoji snorts, as if I'll forget immediately once this is all over, obviously. Yeah, so she will make it that it will never be over, basically. Since you don't have the pendant, then she can, like, mess up with your brain for all eternity as she wants. Kyoji then adds, resentfully, I'll go get Kika back and then forget all about you. God damn it, why she's so sad suddenly? Why you're doing this? What's the deal with Yuka? Yuka face contorts. I cannot wait for the next road. I swear. Like, it must like give me like a lot of like a backstory information, some answers, some origin about Gore and like everything. He can see her large eyes fill with tears, and she vanishes into the mist. Okay, nothing wrong happened. Outside of Yuka being sad. I guess that's bad. Okay. He decides he will look for Kika through, but he has no idea where to start. The mansion? The school called. I mean, okay, mansion is burned down, so he don't think about this. But yeah, since they're like immortal beings that still exist, even the mansion burned down apparently, then how about we just go to this like place that could burn down and see if we can find anything? Like, this is like the closest clue and like first shot you can have. This is the only place that's related to Yuka somehow. Oh, there's also the well that is related to her probably somehow. I mean, there's like a lot of like scribbles and stuff. Like, yeah, I since I kind of wrote, I didn't thought about this. Like, what's the meaning of like this like hidden canal system in the well actually next to the mansion? Why there's like so many scribbles on the walls, and why it's connected to like some like door outside and everything? Like, this whole area is like a big mystery, to be honest. Like, it's been only one time in the Akane Road and it never appeared again. And I think like it might be more important than I think. And probably, I assume it's going to be important place for Yuka Road. It must be like somehow related to Yuka. Because they just like teased that. And every time we see Yuka for the first time in every single road is near the well. So it must be related to her somehow. Anyway, the school called, saying they would prefer to avoid any confusion among the students, and to that end would like Kyoji, who was at the center of the incidents, to stay home from school. Apparently, he was to be tried in absentia at the next faculty meeting. To borrow the language of the old-fashioned TV, his father laughs so much. Yamiko has been out since morning. She's looking into something. Kyoji fiddles here with his cell phone. Right, maybe he should try calling Kika. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, this is the like option, right? Either like she will not answer, Yuka will answer, or Gore will answer. Like, one of these three things will happen. Unless Kika will answer and then like something like you will hear something weird. He thinks it unlikely the call will go through. But right now, the small device is the only thing that can possibly connect him with Kika. Yep. He calls Kika's number. It's ringing. He waits for a while, but no one picks up. The call doesn't go to voicemail either. Yeah, figures. Even if Kika is still alive, he won't be able to contact her that easily, not when Yuka and Gore are involved. He's about to give up, and stop the end button when the phone abruptly stops ringing, okay? Kyo's eyes widen. He fearfully puts his ear to the phone. Okay, are our ears going to bleed because Gore is going to scream? Let's see. Hello? Okay, never mind. It's Kika's scream is not that ear bleeding. I expected Gore to start like shouting to the phone. Kika, is that you? And immediately after that, he hears shrill mechanical laughter. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. The receiver goes silent, and Kyoji slams his phone to the bed. Yeah, they're just like playing on him to just like force him to move, basically. God damn it. They're mocking him, no doubt about it. He can't even tell if that scream really was Kika either. Good point. Emiko said it just last night, didn't she? The man-eating demon often deceives people. Yeah, it pisses me off. His irritation grows. Who knew that being unable to do anything when you wanted nothing more than to do something could be so damn irritating? Yeah, remember what Yoshiki told you about being impulsive and not like, and to like assess the information like situation first before acting and like actually think instead of going on impulse, so because you will make it only worse. Remember that, Kyoji? He's just about to burst with impatience. Suddenly his phone rings, making him jolt. Okay, could be Kika. Without even checking the number on the monitor, he pounds on the phone. Hello? Oh god. Really? Really? I cannot believe it. We are bringing back Satashima that far in the game. What the actual fuck? I can deal with Gore making... I swear, like, I would prefer having, like, the scene I will have to, like, cut and everything with Gore, Yuka, and Kika than Satashima with Kika. Like, Sadashima just goes stop existing, I swear to god. No. And he's probably with his buddies, isn't he? Oh god. Well, shit. You know what to expect. I know. Kyoji furrows his brows in displeasure at voice it's Sadashima. Are all of you people calling me? Yeah, fuck you. Kyoji can hear multiple voices burst in the background. He probably managing out with his lackeys, and they figured they would prank him or something stupid like this. He would like pull out the phone to like close to Kika so he can hear her like screaming, and then suddenly like start moaning or something. Oh god. Sadashima laughs at Kyoji mockingly. Really, you don't say. What do you want? We all know. Sadashima doesn't answer. I so know where this is going that I'm not even like excited to read this. What the fuck? Look, I don't feel like playing your silly games right now. So if you don't have anything to say, just hang up. Just as Kyoji puts his finger to the end call button, Sadashima speaks up. It's as if he waited for that exact moment. I don't give a flying fig where you are. Great. Why would Sadashima know about Kika's scream? Yeah. Where are you right now? Kika house, school, mansion, and it's probably even not Sadashima speaking, it's probably Gore. Just like acting as Sadashima or something, like, I don't know even anymore. It's all the illusion, it's still the illusion, isn't it? I don't know where Sadashima can be in this situation. Because we don't know where Kika is, really. In some other dimension. Stop screwing around me and tell me where the fuck you are. George can hear them howling with laughter on the other side of the phone. When he's done laughing, Sadashima carries on. Great. Fuck. What? Is that scene at her at the nurse office? Is that what Sadashima means? You mean the nurse office? Oh, is that it? Yep, it's Gore. See? How I freaking knew that's Gore. At first I thought like really it's Sadashima, but the longer the call went I was like, yeah, it could be just Gore. Like we don't know where is Kika, like she can be like anywhere, and yeah. We can see it, yep, pretty much. Okay. And thank God we didn't have like any like voice call, like voice version of the scene. But Kyoji will just rush to the door, to the place, and the scene will happen. Definitely. Definitely, I swear. Shit. How much of this is real? How much is an illusion? He doesn't even know. And that really was Sadashima just now. Yeah, you don't have like meta meanings like the reader to see the O being big. So yeah, he can't really know. But yeah, I guess like, okay, like to give like Kyoji like a bit of credit, he don't know that he's still in the illusion probably, right? I mean, he don't necessarily needs to be in the illusion, but they can play with his mind. But he needs to figure it out, like, I mean, he should figure it out. If Kika have the pendant, they can't do anything to her, so all these deceptions that, hey, I have Kika in the nurse office, come get her. That's not going to happen because she's not probably in the nurse office. They cannot hold her there because she have the pendant. She can just like easily escape, right? Like they can trap her maybe somewhere, like try to keep her like trapped, playing with her mind somehow or something. Like they must have the ways. But still, yeah, like a little bullshit. But what if it's true? If Sadashima and his group are with Kika, there are no telling what they might do to her. Yeah, we know. Ugh. Drops everything and starts getting ready to leave the house. There's a knock on the door. Yeah, I was just about to leave. Sorry, there's somewhere I need to be right now. Oh shit! What? Okay, that's new. Huh? Kyoji stops in his tracks. Okay, been a while since Kika Road picked up my interests. Okay, keep talking, Yamiko, keep talking. A lead on that monster he saw devour Kika at the nurse office yesterday. That thought makes burning anger rise from the pit of his stomach. He wants to take revenge on her. He will do anything if it means being able to kill Yuka and Gore for good. But there is a good chance that what he saw last yesterday was an illusion. If the call he got earlier was real, Sadashima and his cronies have Kika in their clutches. In which case, he should surely go to the nurse office list. Actually, yeah, from like Kyoji perspective, if he don't know if this is Sadashima, he don't know. Even if like she have the pendant, then it could be like real Sadashima from his perspective, and Kika cannot be protected with pendant from Sadashima. So yeah, that's the danger here. I can get it why he thinks that. Yeah. In which case he should surely go to the nurse office first. It is the last place he's seen Kika. If Sadashima is to be believed, she's there. But why would Sadashima do this all of a sudden? I don't know. Damn it, what I should do? Okay. Let's save. And I'm going to just like ignore what Gore like was doing now. Like, we know that was not Sadashima, that was Gore, and there's no way they could keep Kika because she has a pendant now, right? So first to the nurse office is really bad idea because we have freaking no idea who is the Gore. We have no protection at all. We are going to be fucked up in brain. So yeah, we are going to find out who the hell Gore is, and this is also way more interesting. So I want to know, because we just can't forgive Gore for what he did, right? And also we need to learn more about him. So let's do it. I don't believe that Kika is in the office, unless she's like in the office but in like illusion. But then again, she has the pendant, so they can't really do anything to her. She just can't forgive Gore for what he did. I mean, like, they can like probably contain her in like vast area that she cannot really like touch doors or anything, so she cannot escape. Because probably just like walking around is not going to make her like out of the illusion, right? They can still mess up with her in this way. Like the stone would have to like touch the ground basically to like reveal the real life ground, right? Like what happened in like Akane Road, I believe. Or Aoi Road? It was in Aoi Akane Road? I'm not sure. The one where when Kyoji got the pendant from Yoshiki first. I think it was Akane Road, yeah. Anyway. The memory of Gore devouring Kika makes a savage impulse take hold of him. He wants to lash out and smash everything in sight. Miko-san, I will come with you. Don't mind that, that's not real. I don't believe that's real. That makes him waver. He did hear Kika scream on the phone earlier. But if Kika being devoured was faked, he will say today that wasn't faked too. Exactly. Why would Sadashima be with her in the first place? Koji doesn't understand how that makes sense. Sadashima might be trying to use the situation as a chance to get back to me. It was a perfect timing to lure Kyoji out. Who's to say he didn't just think that was a good opportunity to harass him? Honestly, he would hardly get a better chance. Since Kyoji has been ordered to stay at home, he will get in trouble if he comes to school and the teachers finds out about it. There's also that. That's a very good point as well. He was supposed to be like, stay at home. Let's go. I have to make that bastard pay. Kyoji slams his fist into his palm. And also I'm very curious about this new character. Who outside of Yoshiki can know about Gore? Are we going to meet the person that Yuka mentioned like back way in the Akane Road, Hikun? Are we going to meet this guy or this girl, whatever the person is? Are we going to meet this person? Is that what we are going to? Didn't expect in Kikaru to have that. Anyway, so where are we going? Kyoji asks when they left the apartment. Mental hospital. Okay. Wait, wasn't that his wife? Oh, this is the woman from the... Oh. This is the one from the prologue, probably, right? The one that's like was sitting in the white like robe. I forgot what she was talking about there, about back in the prologue, but it's probably her, right? And we saw her in the hospital scene as well in the Akane Road, I believe. So is she actually Yoshiki's wife? What if by... Yeah, because I told you all many times that killing person doesn't necessarily mean killing physically. So what if Yuka and Gore just broke her mind and that's what Yoshiki mean by killing her, like she's no longer herself, you know? What if that's what he means? There was no way he would like visit her like that many times all the time and stuff if that wasn't someone very important to him. If she would be just a clue for Yuka and Gore, he would just visit her once, talk to her and just go out. It must be Yoshiki's wife. She's just broken. And like they think that she's mental, but whatever she's going to tell us is going to be probably true. Because we know that Gore and Yuka is real, and whatever condition she's in, she's speaking nonsense probably to everyone else, but it will speak sense to us. Okay, this is going to be very interesting conversation. It's going to be very interesting. Maybe she was his girlfriend or something? Yeah. You haven't seen her, right? You just said that there's the woman, but I won't... Okay. Okay, I will just read, because I think like Yamiko just didn't saw the woman in the hospital. She just like learned about her. So she don't know that's Sayumi. That's why she's like, yeah, he was devoted to Sayumi. I think that's the thing. She didn't saw her. If she saw her actually, then it's not Sayumi. It's just like goes into whenever she saw Yamiko saw the woman in the hospital or not. Nurse, okay. He kept asking her about the man-eating demon legend. Okay. So maybe it is actually someone else. Interesting. Yamiko goes off into the building parking lot and a moment later pulls in the Yoshiki car. This car. Yamiko peers out of the driver's side window, nodding proudly. No, I mean, you can drive. Oh, so you're an experienced driver. Koji gets in the passenger seat relieved. She's like me, basically. I'm pretty much the same. Yamiko appends nonchalantly. Huh? Yeah, that's fine. That's definitely fine. Yamiko pats Kyoji on the shoulder. No, I don't think it'll be alright. I'm getting out of here. He undoes his seatbelt again and makes to open the door, but alas, the ship has sailed. The car takes off relentlessly. Okay. I thought I was going to die. Kyoji drags himself out of the car, utterly drained. Yamiko starts walking, looking completely unaffected. Okay, Mashiro, okay. So it's actually not his wife. So it's actually someone who knew first person about Gore. And she was like the only clue for Gore. That's why he actually like was like speaking to her, because he couldn't communicate with her properly probably. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. And it's not Sayumi. Sayumi actually died. And this is someone else. This is actually someone entirely else. Huh. Oh god, why we have this song? The nurse doesn't look too happy to see them. But since they made an appointment ahead of time, she shows them into a room without protest. Okay, you know what? I think I will cut here. And I will record actually probably the next episode, because I hear the soundtrack, and the soundtrack usually means very bad things that's going to happen. So I will either stage the beginning of next episode or whatever, like if we are going to have some kind of like weird saying something I will have to censor, then I will just like put this together with this one, or I will just like put it like entirely under episode. It's 40 minutes already, it's fine for the episode. We found a person who can have a clues about Gore. We didn't get deceived by the Gore acting as Sadashima because we are not Kyoji and we have the meta meaning of knowing who the fuck is on the phone, right? Because we can read the stuff. So yeah, we have advantage of the reader. Anyway, thank you everyone for being with me. I'm really curious what information we are going to get. Surprisingly, Kika Road just started going up in this episode. I'm really surprised. Like, it's a really cool surprise. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, anyway, good episodes on Kika Road. So we'll see in this episode. And yeah, hopefully we get some more info about Gore and everything that's happening about around Yuka. I mean, not everything, but at least some information. So let's just continue and let's see. The nurse doesn't look too happy to see them, but since they made an appointment ahead of time, she shows them into a room without protest. A strange woman with a long dark hair waits them. Yeah, it is her. Yeah, this is the one from the prologue. I should get back to the prologue and see like what she was talking about there. Maybe she's okay. I just thought about this. Maybe she's like maybe she's actual mother of Yuka. What if that's the case? What if she's actually Yuka's mother? Actually, she should be older, I think, right? If Yuka is supposed to be around the age of Yamiko, then she should be older, right? Anyway, the woman's tone of voice is very odd, and the way she speaks is very peculiar too. It's like she keeps stringing together contradictory statements. Also, she has the red eyes, just like Yuka. Mashiro extends her index finger. Seeing her suddenly point at him, Kyoji tenses up. Huh. This is actually, yeah, she is actually weird. Mashiro's face somehow looks both amused and mournful all at once. Kyoji gets a bad feeling, and Miko frowns. Yeah? I mean, that was just an illusion, right? Hearing this only intensifies Kyoji's sense of foreboding. I think I was swaying by the school for a bit. Kyoji gets to his feet. No, but what about your interview? Oh, the stone! Info. As the two are just about to leave, Mashiro mutters a few words. Okay. Maybe it was actually a good choice. I've been like afraid for a second that I made the wrong choice. But seems like it was actually a good choice because we got like Kyoji gets to actually information now that the stone is important and it can like fend off and destroy Gore. Because Kyoji is dumb and he cannot figure it out. Mashiro smiles at them and waves. It's possible that this episode, like this beginning of this episode, is actually stitched together to the previous one. And I would just like cut off the end talk about from the previous episode, just continue in this one, and then I would just like do end talk again. She's looking up at the ceiling. The cold scent of the medicine tickles her nose. Looking at the side, her eyes settle on the white wall and the curtain rail. This is a nurse's office, she realizes. Wait, what? Oh, we are back to Kika. Kika is actually in the nurse office. Okay. We can believe in Kika perspective, actually, probably, right? Unless, like, something like illusion thing will happen that she will see. But, like, her situation, actually, we can trust, probably, right? If this is from her perspective. Kika slowly sits up on the heartbed. Her joints ache. Her lower body feels heavy, and there's a sticky, dry sensation in her mouth. What is she doing here? What time is it anyway? Soul dazed, she tries to recall what happened. She came to school and then... Her consciousness instantly clears up. Intense self-loathing wishes over her, alongside the feeling of loss. That is like the bottomless pit. Yeah, that happened to her last time. Her last went up to the levels she could only describe as abnormal. Yep, we pretty much know. How could she do something like that at school? Also, there's no Satashima, so... Good. Leave a like if you like the lack of Satashima. How could she do something like that at school? Even since she and Kyoji slept together, the nightmares have gone away too, but now... And in the chain reaction, and everything else comes back to her as well. You have no pendant, so that's fine. It's going away again. Just keep it on yourself. Her classmates' stony sneers as they cornered her in the stall, and that eerie figure clad in the mantle that looked bright red 1 minute and jet black the next. Yeah, the problem is she actually did stuff back in the classroom, so it's good that like they cannot like make any like fucked up thing like with her brain right now. But yeah, that's the situation that you do not want to be in. Like, oh god, this is just like, oh god. Now when I think about, oh god, again, why? Kika has a sensation like her stomach is full of cold lead. She shivers. Actually, on the other side, that just means that classroom knows about Kika being like this, but they already know about Kyoji and Akane, right? We know from the Akane road that they know for a while, and class behaves just normally, I guess, right? So I guess like it's not end of the world for Kika. Like, yeah, there will be like rumors, but I bet about Akane there were rumors as well. So actually Kika and Akane can like talk to each other, and Akane can support her in this case probably, together with Kyoji, because they're in pretty much very similar situation, all three of them right now. Right? That's what I think. Kika has a sensation like her stomach is full of cold lead. She shivers. She desperately holds back the urge to vomit. She takes a few deep breaths, and the mist hanging around her clears up, making everything feel more real. Never mind. Why? Game, why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Just why? Why? How? Suddenly there's a voice. Kika raises her head. So that was actually fucking real. Like, what? That was not real. That was Gore. Like, no, I refuse. I refuse. I simply refuse. She doesn't know how long they've been there, but Sadashima and his cronies are gathered on a bed a short distance away, looking at her. They're smoking cigarettes with practiced motions. It's hard to believe they are the same age as her. How much do they know about those wretched incidents? Her legs quiver as a fresh wave of nausea washes over her. A new wave of fear grabs Kika's heart like an iron fist.
つまんねえ授業を吹けるのにちょうどいいもんでこの部屋借りてたんだけどな。
Sadashima doesn't take his eyes off Kika while he's saying this.
いるのに気づかなかったんだ。倒れたんだって？大丈夫か？
Sadashima blew out a puff of white smoke and it drifts away. A bitter scent that burns in her throat fills the silent nurse's office. They really not know anything? Even if they don't know anything, they don't give a fuck about this. They will air you. Yeah, they definitely going to. Can you imagine some kind of like alternative timeline in the universe where Sadashima gets like some kind of like plot twist and it's like he's like actually a good guy? That would be like mind-blowing, like just like universal cosmic impossibility like happening. If Sadashima is to be believed, it seems like they don't. Yeah, but he's not to believe. But she gets the distinct feeling that when it happened, when she couldn't help herself any longer and started masturbating in the middle of the class, Tashima was the one to tease her first. In that case, what if that too was a dream? What if all her shameful behavior was nothing more than a bad dream? I mean, Kyoji could be an illusion and classroom could just talk to him that they know about what Kika said. It's also a possibility if you think about this. No, wait, but back then Kyoji had the pendant. Kyoji gave up the pendant only when he came back to the nurse office. So classroom actually saw it. So Sadashima is bullshitting us basically here. Yeah, pretty much. Because Kyoji couldn't be influenced back in the classroom. He could be influenced only after the nurse office scene because he gave up the pendant. That glimmer of hope is a huge comfort. Kyoji could come in on the second now, and the mood between him and Sadashima group would turn hostile. An everyday, small-scale quarrel. She could only pray it happens. Sadashima slowly gets to his feet, his eyes still fixed on Kika.
さあ、みその。最近、転校生と仲がいいらしいな。
Sadashima smirking, seeing this other boy starts to jeer and laugh loudly.
ないよな。俺がアプローチした時は、ちっとも相手してくれなかったじゃねえか。
Wonder why.
佐田島君には関係ないでしょ。
The sheer banality of this development makes Kika regain a sense of reality. I think I can actually leave this scene. I guess we are going to have a scene, definitely, in this episode actually, so I can like actually split this into two, so you have like normal episode now. It's like 15 minutes, so probably should be fine if I cut enough. I don't know. As I said before, Twitter and Discord exist, just in case. She can see Kyoji before her mind's eye. Kyoji, who never told it up to Sadashima, always stayed true to himself. So yeah, if you like want to find me again, if something happens in general, then yeah, these two places, as I mentioned, are good to like check the status out. She has to speak her mind firmly, even if Kyoji isn't here right now. She needs to speak to Sadashima and his bullies as equals. What the fuck is that laugh? Sadashima suddenly laughs, making an odd noise. His features tense up to the point it looks unnatural. Okay, this is Gore, like taking over Sadashima's body, right? Is that it? Like, I always thought like Gore would like behave weirdly in the body of someone else, but we saw in case of Kika's mother that he can behave pretty normally until like some point. But yeah, what if like this is actually like Sadashima's actually dead because he's been away for a while, right? And like Geese like having his body basically, or he's just like just possessing his body, just like that, because you don't need them to be dead actually. Case with the Kika mother.
どこででもてめえの馬をこすって発情してるメス豚が何をお高く止まってんだよ。
Sadashima shrieks, his voice that of a stranger. The skin of his throat spasms and his neck bends in a natural angle. Yep, that's it, Gore. Yep, okay. Gore, why you're using body of the most hated character? Can you just like leave his body, just like bring up your like tentacles and your like Gore like mantle and everything? That would be way better. Fuck. I hate him. I hate him. Oh my god.
止まってんだよ。だよ。
Oh, all of them are Gore. Yeah, okay, so this is all the illusion. Maybe nothing could happen actually, because she have the pendant. So maybe she will have like phone call from Kyoji, she will scream because they will show her something, but nothing will actually happen to her. Because they cannot touch her really, right? Since she have a pendant. So this is just like fake bodies probably, made by Gore. This is the illusion that they're showing to Kika. Probably. Sadashima like is burst into laughter in perfect unison. Kika can feel the blood freeze in her veins. She remembers all the filthy things she's done. It wasn't a dream after all. Oh, if it only could have been a dream. Sadashima mob closes on her, jeering all the while. They somehow look awfully warped to her. As they approach, an unpleasant stench assails her nostrils. She's rotted in place. I can only stare at them, like a deer in the headlights. What the fuck? Stench assailed her nostrils, so basically they are dead. So yeah, so these are corpses. So she can like smell just like them like just decompose and everything. So yeah. Anyway, she's rotted in place. I can only stare at them like a deer in the headlights. Where did the pendant go? You fucking lose it. The last time she saw Kyoji, he gave her the pendant with the strange colored stone, didn't he? Exactly. Where the hell do you have it? Where is this? You cannot just lose it like that. Come on! It isn't in the end of her pockets, nor is it around her neck. And as she scambles to find it, they pin her down and force her legs apart. She can't even manage to scream. Oh god fucking damn it, okay. So what, like she like actually lost it on the ground? Like... Why? Maybe I should have gone to the... No, without information about the stone, Kyoji would be dumb. Like he would like do nothing here. If we didn't go to the Mashiro first. Mashino? The woman in the hospital. He would do anything. And now he have actually a chance. The problem is that they will have time to do stuff to Kika. But we are going to be able to save her because of the new information that Kyoji have, right? Right? Because he wouldn't figure out the stone by himself and he wouldn't find it. I still believe I made the right choice. I still believe I made the right choice. Even though this looks terrible and fucked up what will happen. I still think like it's the only choice that can like actually lead to us saving Kika from having the worst fate, like death by like some like, yeah. Right. She can hear a buzzing mechanical sound from nowhere in particular. Where is your pendant? The boys are holding pink objects that look so cute. They feel out of place in this dark situation. They press the pink object against her bare chest. Yeah, and as expected, they typed it in exactly on the spot.
みそのさんってばただのエロ女だったんすね。エロエロっすね。
オナニー好きなメス豚だもの。こんなもんよ。
Yeah, hi Yuka. Could expect you.
行きたい。
Obscene words rush from her mouth again. Yeah, we know the drill already, right? She's back to how she was, without the dependent before. Where the hell did you put it down? It's a sausage this time. Okay, she don't care what will happen to her anymore. That's basically what she said. She experienced this sensation before. She looks down, and her mind is still dazed with pleasure, and says that this is the thing she found in Yuka Mansion. Did I really make a bad choice? Did I really make a bad choice? Is it a bad ending? I expected her to have the pendant. I didn't thought that. God fucking damn it. The memory of that night she shared with Kyoji makes her heart feel like it's been crushed. She lost counts of how many times it's been. Kikasu doesn't understand what he's getting at, then suddenly a finger forces its way into her back door. Wriggling his fingers, which is wet with something brown, in front of her, Sadashima takes a sniff. Oh! Please don't make CG out of this. Oh god. The feeling of having her basic human dignity violated, bringing her to her senses.
だからさ、綺麗に吐き出しちまおうな。
Sadashima words make her feel like she's been doused with the cold water. She realizes now where the clinking sound must have come from. When Sadashima Lucky is carrying a syringe with a needle that makes a point. This one meant for the enemas. Great, please don't make CG out of this. The boy holding the syringe suddenly pulling his zipper down and his raging things out. A steaming dull yellow fluid fills the syringe with disgust sound. The worst episode ever. No, they just showed up the syringe. Let's just push the plunger in. Her body arcs back from the uncomfortable pressure on her internal organs. Her belly swells up slightly. No! At the same time, some brownish fluid bursts from her with the explosive Faster, 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 move us faster. White stars pop in Kika vision as she's at her limit in every sense of the word, both physically and mentally. Nope, 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 nope. We're done. I'm so fucking done. Nope, I'm not reading this. You can probably hear this, but I'm mashing the keyboard so fast. Why? No. Fuck this. Oh god. In the mouth now? What the fuck? Oh. The actual fuck just happened. Kika can't even tell if she's alive or dead anymore. Even so, she feels its overwhelming pleasure. At some point, the skin of the boy's things rot and peels off, rendering them into red swollen lumps of flesh. What the actual fuck? The Kika that witnesses in pleasure and the Kika that watches her shameful display coldly from the corner of her mind simultaneously have the same thought. Oh, there was a doppelganger somewhere in the middle of this shit. I want to die. White light fills her now sightless vision, and all her thought grind to the final halt. But even after she has breathed her last, the half-rotten voice continues to violate her body, From the short distance away, a girl and the monster watches over these proceedings.
と同じ死に様ね。同じ顔同士。
Like the other one? Like which one? What do you mean, Yuka? You mean like Yoshiki wife? Like the same thing happened to her? Or you have like some kind of like recognition of us replaying the game and it's like you mentioning like, I don't know, probably Aoi because she pretty much in similar weight, I guess, in some bad endings, right?
いいよ。でもちゃんとあいつらも食べちゃってね。
Yuka points at the lamps of putrid flesh that are in the process of falling apart all around Kika's body and smiles.
ゴーハ、エリゴの実はダメ。好きなものを食べるときは嫌いなものも食べないと大きくなれないよ。
Great! Take that advice. Eat your veggies. Gore starts to wheel about. Listening to the familiar sound of Gore chewing, Yuka curls up in a nearby chair. She sits there, looking as lovely as a fairy. It won't be able long until Kyoji gets there. How will Kyoji react when he sees that obscene pig slot now? Would he throw up, rage about, and resent himself like Yoshiki did back then? She did mean Yoshiki wife. What the fuck is wrong with you, Yuka? Why you did this to Yoshiki and then you change your direction into Kyoji? What the fuck is happening? Soon she and Kyoji would be together. Sure. Soon. Relishing that image in her body, Yuka continues to giggle. I made a bad choice. It just was because I assumed that Kika had the pendant. If I like thought for a second that she could lose it for some reason, I don't know. I'll probably go to the hospital anyway to get info first. Actually no, I should go to the Kika so we can like actually somehow deal with Yuka and Gore. That was the worst. That was worse than Aoi endings. This was like entirely disgusting. Officially, that's the worst bad ending in the whole game. Well, maybe we are making good choice in the next episode. Thanks for joining, I guess. Yeah, I will see how long of the game we have after the next choice, I guess. I'm not sure how I'll edit these things. I truly have no idea what I'll do. Anyway, thanks for joining. I will see you in the next one. Leave a like if you liked the episode. I guess, or my reactions to this episode at least, because that's been like probably hilarious to you. Great. Yeah, subscribe and check my Discord, Twitter to hang out and like to have info just in case if something happens to take channel, maybe. Who knows? I'm not sure about anything anymore. Anyway, this is the minefield. Thanks for joining, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.